Buju and Denawe Maganaguk, Nin Raven Payman and Dishnaka, Nin Anishinaabe, Kanien'kehá, Nin Gagoon Dodem. Hello, all of my relatives. My name is Raven Payment. I come to you as an Anishinaabe and Kanien'kehá woman, and I am of the Fish Clan. All right. I was initially asked to give a land acknowledgement today. This infers that I use polite words about the theft and the loss of life of my ancestors. To name the tribes, to give a moment of silence before the show goes on. I am very tired of hollow gestures. Land acknowledgements have become a ritual of comfort, a way for you all to feel righteous without surrendering power, without giving land back, without changing a damn thing. Words without action are not respect. They are permission for the injustice to continue, so let me speak the truth. Denver sits on unceded stolen land. Colorado is home to at least 51 tribes with historic and legal standing. Denver was one of 7 U.S. cities chosen for the Indian relocation program of the 1950s and 60s, which was a federal experiment to erase us, to push Native people off our homelands and scatter us into cities like this one. Colorado had 11 boarding schools, including 2 right here in Denver, built with one goal: kill the Indian to save the man. Strip the language, the ceremony, the spirit, until nothing left was obedience. And yet when we're invited to this table, we are asked to only acknowledge the land. I already acknowledge this land. Every day, my people's bones are in this soil. Our songs are in this wind. Our memories are in the rivers. I don't need a scripted moment to remember that. I live it. We live it. It's in our DNA. The land doesn't need acknowledgement. It needs restoration. It needs protection. It needs people who belong to it to be visible again. Because here is the uncomfortable truth. American Indian people are invisible to you. You assume we live somewhere else, on a distant reservation, out of sight and out of mind, or worse, that we're extinct. But we are not gone. 80% of us live outside of reservations. We live right here in your neighborhoods, at your schools, in your hospitals, in your offices, in your movements. We're still here. We've always been here. You come out to these protests. You wear your Handmaid's Tale costumes, shouting about dystopia, about the fear of what could happen to you, about losing control of your body, your freedom, your voice. But the terrible things that you are afraid might happen to you, they already happened to us. The dystopia you imagine, we lived it. The genocide you fear, we're surviving it. The apocalypse that you dread, it already happened to our ancestors. You want to fight tyranny? You need to learn from the people who have endured it on this continent for centuries. Violence against the land is violence against the people. When you poison the rivers, you poison all of us. When you strip the mountains, you desecrate our ancestors. When you destroy the forests, you silence our medicine. And this is not a metaphor. The land is our relative, and it's dying under the same systems that made our ancestors invisible. We never had kings. We had councils and clan mothers. We had accountability. We had wisdom. We governed through consensus, not domination. The Haudenosaunee Great Law of Peace gave this country its model for democracy, but when they borrowed from us, they left out the most important parts. Women in leadership, the duty to care for the earth, and the obligation to consider how our choices today would affect the next 7 generations. I am worried at the perception that America was founded on greatness and that there is a period to which we should return. Let me be clear. We need a vision of newness, because at no point has America been great for everyone. The founding documents declared that all men are created equal, but they called my people merciless Indian savages in the same breath. And those words are still written in the Declaration of Independence. That stain has never been erased. We're here at No Kings because we are done pretending that this system works. We are done watching the same kind of people hoard power while others struggle to survive. We are done being invisible. We know what we don't want. We don't want kings. We don't want rulers. We don't want systems that destroy the planet and then ask us to say thank you. We cannot stop there. We need vision and we need creation. Things that I demand and what I expect from every single person here when they say that they mean change. We need to return land where possible and co-manage what cannot be returned. Sacred sites are not decoration in a brochure. They are living obligations. Second, do not grant permits to projects that destroy water, soil, and air, especially when Indigenous people object. Take away police budgets that criminalize survival. Put that money into housing, community health, and substance treatment. Fund reparations and buyback programs that actually put resources back from which they were stolen. Force honest history into classrooms and expunge the lies that make genocide digestible. This is not a wish list for later. This is immediate. If your city council refuses to act, then you shut down their city hall. If corporations keep profiting off destruction, you divest and you boycott. If universities keep hiding research and names, you demand transparency and you withhold your labor. If boards will not listen, you take direct action and hold the line. We will be tactical, we will be relentless, and we will not confuse civility with meekness. And I hope you don't mistake my words for hatred. This is pure love for our relations and other humans. This is love for children who are going to inherit what we leave. That love is fierce. It has to, otherwise this history will repeat until we have nothing left. If you are here today and you mean it, you have to do more than chant. Call your council members, show up at school board meetings, give money and time to Indigenous-led organizations, put pressure on pension funds and university endowments. I knew I was going to eventually mess up a word, so there we go. And university endowments. Learn the names of the tribal nations of the land you sit on, who are the original stewards of this place, and use those names when you speak. If you really want to honor this land, act like it. If you want to honor Indigenous people, follow our lead. If your city, your employer, your government refuses to change, then make them uncomfortable. Shut down complacency, disrupt hypocrisy, force the reckoning. We never had kings and we don't need them now. What we need is courage and we need truth. We need people who are ready to do more than clap for justice. We need those of you who are willing to fight for it. So stop asking us to acknowledge. Start asking yourself what you're willing to give back. Because acknowledgement without action is allyship, it's complicity. The apocalypse already happened. We're still here. We still rise. We still fight. No more kings, no more lies. Land back, power back, future back.